Hey guys, Blair Halver here. One thing that I wanted to relate to you here today is this big epiphany that I had early on in my career that really helped me, my growth curve, take the hockey stick approach. Just go up, right? So if you've ever seen that movie, The Founder, it's about Ray Kroc, who's the guy who grew McDonald's up to the billion-dollar business that it is, right? And if you've seen that movie, you know there's a scene in there where one of Ray's advisors, Ray Kroc's advisors, kind of explains to Ray that, Ray, you're not in the hamburger business. You're in the real estate business. And that was such a key distinction for Ray Kroc, and it's what allowed him to grow McDonald's into what it is today. Well, similarly, for us here as real estate investors, what we need to realize is that we are not in the housing business, guys. If you think we're in the housing business, you've missed the point entirely. And I bet you think you know what I'm going to say next is that we're in the marketing business. Well, sorry guys, we are not in the marketing business either. And that's what every other guru out there is going to tell you, that this is the marketing business, blah, blah, blah. It's not the marketing business. It's not the people business. Yeah, there's people involved. But guys, we are in the financing game. Now, if you know what you're doing in real estate, more than just finding a wholesale deal at a deep discount, I'm talking about seller financing deals. All of a sudden, you start making money based on what you know instead of what you do. Okay, so it's a key distinction here, and I want you to think about this. How do the banks downtown have all the big skyscrapers? It's because they're in the financing game. They're in the money game. And so how does that apply to us as real estate investors? Well, in my own business, we'll buy a handful of houses a month. We buy all of them with seller financing, and then we sell them out with seller financing, and we make the spread in between. And so what that allows us to do then is make money on our money on our money on our money. So no longer is the business about the house itself. The house is simply the thing around which we create financing, or we buy financing and we sell financing. Okay, so just as an example to illustrate this, most of my deals look like this, where we will acquire a property, literally take title to it using seller financing, so we don't pay off the seller. We usually buy with nothing down. We make a monthly payment to the seller, or we take over their payments on their existing loan if they have one, and we turn around and we sell it out to our end buyer using seller financing. We collect a big down payment from our buyer and then monthly payments from them until they cash us out. So what have we created here? We've created a big payday on the front end, monthly cash flow, and then some back-end equity that if and when our end buyer ever cashes us out, then we get that big payday on the end as well. But meanwhile, we're collecting monthly checks all along the way, and our buyer is taking care of the property. So we're not landlording, we're not taking care of tenants and toilets and all that crap. We are in the money game, guys. So if you can wrap your head around that, I think it's going to take you a long way in this business, and realize that, holy cow, I don't need to be out here swinging a hammer fixing up houses. I don't need to be driving for dollars looking for ugly beat up properties. Guys, we do deals with pretty houses, ugly houses, does not matter. Okay, we sell to end buyers, not investors, because end buyers and owner occupants are going to pay way more for a house than an investor ever would. Wouldn't you agree? So guys, when you go around and you realize that, holy cow, we can start making money for what we know instead of what we do, now your return on investment in terms of your time in the business skyrockets. And then all of a sudden, you can run your business from your desk in about 5 hours a week. And this is my reality, guys. We'll buy 2, 3, 4, sometimes more houses in a month, all with seller financing. We sell them out with seller financing. And I literally run my business from my desk in about 5 hours a week. And that's because I've got my business set up to where everything is either automated or delegated to a couple good local assistants. And all I do is make decisions. So one thing I want you guys to think about is this quote from my mentor, Ron. He says, "The less I do, the more I make." And guys, there has never been a truer statement in business. Now, I don't mean you should be lazy, especially when you're starting out. It does take a lot of work to build a business. It's not what we're saying. What we're saying is the more you can extricate yourself from the process, number one, and the more you can focus on those high ROI activities, those high dollar per hour tasks, and really the highest dollar per hour task is making decisions, and delegate everything else. The more deals you're going to end up doing, the more money you're going to make, and the less time you're going to have to put into doing all that. So hope this has helped, and we'll see you in the next video.